guys talked about, like, be tight?
You know, we talked about not wanting to get scored on early, but I didn't know the stats 15-0 when they score first. I think, you know, when you come into a place like Maryland, they're obviously very strong at home. You want to get through that opening 15-20 minutes at 0-0, and that was our goal going in. That said, we didn't want to sit in and pack it in. That's not who we are. So, you know, again, I think the 3 goals in the first half there were uncharacteristically soft goals for us to give up, and I think that's what was most disappointing. We weren't great in the first half, but they were soft goals for us to give up. And so, like you say, when you give up 1, let alone 3, you're putting yourself in trouble.
Did that change, I guess, the way you guys had to play, going down 1-0 that quick? Or?
We didn't change it at that point. We changed it at the half. You know, again, we're a team that is going to play to the end, and we're not a team that's going to pack it in and look for a 1-0 result. So we made some changes at the half to get more numbers forward to try and get that first goal. This group has been a resilient group all year. They've come back in games and gotten results, and so we really just wanted to try and get that next goal, make it 3-1 and see what happens.
Sure.
And we definitely had our chances. Zach McMath, I mean, he's not the under-20 goalkeeper for nothing. I mean, he made 2 saves in particular there in the second half that were big-time stops and denied us that first goal.
Coach, what's it like to, you know, after a great season, come down here and have the season end like
Yeah,
this?
it's always tough when the season ends. I think the biggest thing for this group is to not let this one result taint the whole season. I mean, 13 wins. It puts them in the top 2 win totals in the history of Penn soccer. They've had a great season, and I think that the second half was important to us. You know, again, had we ended the season on a full game the way we played in the first half, it would have been a tough pill to swallow. But again, we came out in the second half, and I thought played very well, and I think it sent our guys off to end the season with a less bitter taste in their mouth. And also looking forward to the coming years. I think we've got a good young group looking forward to next year.
Is there anything in specific you saw out of the younger guys today that you're looking forward to in the next couple of years?
Well, I definitely think we had some younger players, some freshmen, sophomores on the field that did very well there in the second half when we got it going. So that was good to see. But all in all, I just think we were far closer to who we've been all year long there in the second half. And you know, I think our guys walking off the field there felt a lot better about the effort at the end of the game than they did at halftime.
What was it about the first half that caused you guys to get off a little bit more sluggish?
I don't think we were really well organized and tight defensively, and I think we had a plan that we wanted to play in their end as much as we could. And so we were a bit more direct coming out of our half than we normally are, and we were hoping to bring the soccer out more in our attacking half of the field, but we weren't connecting enough passes. We weren't making them defend for long enough stretches when we did get it forward, and that really hurt us.
Defensively, when they got guys like Herrick and Townsend and Castle, is it easy to kind of lose track of like the Sturtzers and the Youngs who don't have those numbers? Or?
Yeah, you know, I mean, certainly you mentioned 3 very good players, and you know, coming into the game, we felt really good because 3 of our better guys are our 2 center backs and our holding midfielder, who we're going to match up with Herrick, Townsend. Yeah, and so we felt good about that. But I think when you look at some of the guys, the 5th, 6th, 7th guys they're bringing off the bench, they're still pretty good players. And that's the one thing that kind of jumped out to me is, you know, they're probably legitimately 18, 19, 20 players deep. And I think that certainly helped them tonight.
Was it tough at all coming off of the game just a couple days ago, and whereas Maryland had, you know, a week off?
I think it really before the game we felt really good coming off that game. We felt like we played very well, that we were sharp, we were getting chances on net, and we were looking forward to this opportunity, this environment, the playing against a very good team, and quite frankly our guys, you know, liked their chances coming in. But you know, again, that first 45 minutes was the story. I mean, I think, you know, that really obviously determined the result, and it's unfortunate, but, you know, credit Maryland. They're good.
Any other questions?